Today's spooky spot, we're going to be having a look at It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. We're going to be looking at Linus Van Pelt. Really the star of It's a Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Poor Linus spends his whole Halloween sitting in the pumpkin patch waiting for a glimpse of the Great Pumpkin. Down below you can see a motion kind of button card sticker. I guess it's just really a sticker. Linus holding his Welcome Great Pumpkin. Linus Van Pelt comes with a light-up jack-o'-lantern, security blanket, and interlocking pumpkin patch display base from the good folks at Memory Lane. On the back of the package, you can collect all 6 figures in this particular set. We've got Linus Van Pelt, we've got Schroeder, we've got Sally Brown, Lucy Van Pelt, of course Linus's sister, and we've got Snoopy, Charlie Brown's faithful dog with Woodstock. And as mentioned, you can make a larger display area by combining figure bases. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this opened up and we will have a look at poor Linus. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. And with Linus out of his package, let's get a look at the figure. The accessories that Linus comes with, of course, is his security blanket. Actually a nice material that they used for it. I was expecting almost just a cheap kind of fabric, but it is actually really nice. It's textured. There's not really, it seems to be a simple way that he can hold the blanket. It kind of just, I guess you could kind of tuck it under his arm, but he's not really going to hold it. It's my similar issue that I had with Charlie Brown and him holding his bag. Sorry, holding his bag of rocks. There you go. So I guess really you could kind of drape it. Kind of have him holding it like that, but yeah, it's not really gonna do a good job of holding it. Linus also does come with a pumpkin, which is actually interesting because when you pick it up, you can actually squeeze it. And when I first picked it up, I was expecting it to light up, but the actual light up feature is on the top. If you press it, you can actually see the light from a distance. Yeah, it's only on one side, but I guess in the dark it would probably show up a little nicer. As well, Linus comes with a pumpkin patch stand. And just to show you guys, remember I did a review on Charlie Brown here. If we bring Charlie Brown in, actually we don't really need to bring him in, but Linus is a little lonely. If we bring him in, the pumpkin patch display stand that Charlie Brown came with, lo and behold, actually is the exact same stand. You can see it's the exact same stand as Linus, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but you can actually take these stands, I guess find a section that probably fits best, and you can kind of have them interlocking like so. So actually if you had both characters, or if you had more than one character, like if you had Lucy and whatnot, you could actually form an entire pumpkin patch. Very good idea, and depending on how you rotate it, it doesn't quite look like the same piece, even though it is. So we'll move Charlie Brown out of the way here. And move the pumpkin back in there. Let's have a look at Linus. The same thing I'm going to say about Charlie Brown is what I'm going to say about Linus here. Really, for what it is, the Charlie Brown figures are one of the best representations of a cartoon to action figure. Sometimes very hard, of course, taking a two-dimensional character that's drawn and to translate it over to 3 dimensions. It doesn't always work. The Linus, though, very similar to the Charlie Brown, works really well. It looks like it's actually from the cartoon. And of course, he's got his hair. Poor Linus doesn't ever have a full head of hair. In fact, I gotta say that Peanuts characters as a whole, hair doesn't seem to be a very strong thing, unless you're Schroeder. Schroeder seems to excel in hair, but a lot of the characters, the male characters at least, have this male pattern balding. So, poor Linus. His red shirt is done very, very well. He's got nice red and black. Poor Linus. He looks so hopeful that he's going to see the Great Pumpkin. Let's not tell him. In the way of his articulation, his head can rotate all the way around. His arms can rotate back and forth. You could probably rotate him all the way around, but his big head gets in the way. You can rotate the elbows, and you can rotate the waist. They aren't going to do anything else, but really for what they are, they're neat looking figures. These are something that every Halloween I would likely put out on display. I'd put these guys out on display, probably put the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror figures out as well. They're nice little pieces. They're nice little pieces. And you don't. It goes to show as well, you don't necessarily need something that's super articulated to be a really cool toy. So I really like the Linus. I would say if you're a fan of Peanuts and Halloween, you should probably look out and see if you can find these. They're a little older, but finding them on eBay might not be too much of a problem. Today's spooky spot, we're having a look at the It's a Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. And we're looking today at this guy right here, Linus Pelt. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope all you Charlie Brown fans enjoyed it. And, well, let's get Linus to stand here. And stay tuned for many more spooky spots to come. It's happening all through... Oh, Linus, stay still, man. Get your act together. Here, you know what, we'll turn it this way. Stay tuned for many more spooky spots to come. It's happening all across the month of October. And I'll see you guys next time. Later!